BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. Take me out to the ball game with the West Lincoln Bears. Every hit, every pitch, every run. Live on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. Here's the voice of the Bears, Jonathan Tullis.
Well, there we go. That's why I couldn't hear anything. I had my mic muted. So it is a big softball game happening here tonight in Flea Hop as two of the top-ranked teams in 1A squaring off yet again for a decisive Game 3 in Round 2 of the MHSAA 1A softball playoffs happening here, and you are catching it live right here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Hey, everybody, I'm Jonathan Tullis. Thank you for joining us here. Glad to have you, especially glad to have the folks from a lot of the folks from Ethel joining us. Thank you very much to Ethel High School for sharing out the link so that your folks could join us here. And if you're one of the West Lincoln faithful, well, I'm definitely glad to have you with us tonight. Again, two top teams squaring off. And if you've been monitoring this series, you know that this could be a slobber knocker tonight. If you remember back last week, Thursday night, the Lady Bears pulled out a victory 5-4 in 10 innings on a walk-off RBI single by Maggie Lofton. And then Saturday in the second game, West Lincoln lost 4-2 to the Ethel Lady Tigers as they were at home. So going to be another barn burner here tonight, and definitely I think we're going to see probably another pitcher's duel happening here tonight as both teams pitching their aces. Once again, it is going to be a great ball game. West Lincoln coming in with a record of 19-18. Ethel's record is 20-10. Very evenly matched. Both teams have the capability to play really well. So I think we're going to have another great softball game here tonight in Flea Hop. So again, thank you for being here and being part of it here on BSPN. I promise you're going to at least want to keep us on in the background so that you can keep an eye on this game, because this is going to be a great game. Want to thank our sponsor for tonight's sponsor. Pardon me for making this possible. The Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition right there on West Lincoln Road next to the fire station, just up from the school. Thanks to Stephanie King and all her girls for all they do, and grateful that Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition making tonight's live stream possible here on BSPN. So the plate meeting is still happening. We're going to have the starting lineups coming up in just a moment. We'll take a quick timeout and thank one of our sponsors real quick, and then we'll be back for the starting lineup right here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Stick around.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
All right, we're back, and we're going to go to Mr. Jim for the lineups and the national anthem.
We'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's third game of the state playoffs in softball between the Ethel Lady Tigers and the West Lincoln Lady Bears. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for Ethel. Leading off, number 29, Carly Fortenberry. Number 10, Hadley Mancher. Batting third, number 12, Olivia McCrory. Batting fourth, number 22, Meredith Mowdy. Batting fifth, number 7, Braylon Rome. Batting sixth, number 25, Marley Bishop. Batting seventh, number 24, Sadie Cummings. Batting eighth, number 4, Brianna Johnson. Batting ninth, number 16, Ashlyn McDaniel. And the flex player, number 2, Chloe Fortenberry. And now the starting lineup for the West Lincoln Lady Bears. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Rainey Martin. Batting second and pitching, number 10, Caroline Hedgebeck. Batting third and playing second base, number 26, Carly Britt. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 36, Bailey Griffin. Batting fifth and catching, number 12, Riley Martin. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 27, Maggie Lofton. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 9, Kylie Durancy. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 99, Haley Wallace. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 30, Brooklyn Huey. And the flex player tonight will be number 7, Kobe Rose Thornton, playing shortstop. If I can get everyone to stand, please, and remove your hats, we'll try to play the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red land, the mountains were singing air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the
Well, strap in. It is going to be a big one here tonight. Again, I really believe we're going to see another pitcher's duel here tonight. Again, both teams pitching their aces. Caroline Hedgepath going to be in the circle for your West Lincoln Lady Bears, the Colin commit, Colin signee, I should say. had a little touch of a bug on Saturday, but she is ready to go and ready to do her thing in the circle tonight. Hadley Fancher, the pitching ace for the Ethel Lady Tigers. She's going to be in the circle for Ethel tonight and expected to have another great night. She had a great night on Saturday against our Lady Bears. So this is going to be a barn burner here tonight. And thank you for being here and being part of it here on BSPN. Game 3 of round 2 is about to begin, and we'll take a quick timeout. Be right back for the DRW Logging first pitch here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Well, it is time to get it on here in Flea Hop. Baseball or a softball night happening here. Again, this is a live stream made possible by Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition. Want to thank Stephanie King and her girls for making this possible here tonight as Caroline Hedgepeth delivers a DRW Logging first pitch. And it is going to be a ball. So 1-0 count now. Carly Fortenberry, the catcher for the Lady Tigers, leading off for Ethel. Found out she is committed to Holmes Community College. And the pitch going to be popped up. Looks like it's going to head out of play, and it does. Several cars parked where that ball went, so a lot of people here tonight. So glad for everybody joining us here at Lady Bear Field for this very important game. And thank you for being here with us on BSPN. As the 1-1 is delivered. And going to be a little bit low and possibly away a little bit. Count now 2-1 on Fortenberry. Hadley Fancher on deck. As Hedgepeth gets her sign and delivers. Put into play. Looks like it's going to go foul toward the snake pit, and it does. Count now even at 2-2. I see a couple of the Lady Bears. They must be stationed behind the bleachers. They were quick to go run out there and get it. Good luck to them. Put into play toward left center. This one's going to go all the way to the fence, and actually it's going to go over the fence. As Carly Fancher going to hit a leadoff home run for the Lady Tigers. So the Lady Tigers getting on the board early. Did I say Carly Fancher? I meant Carly Fortenberry. Hitting a leadoff home run. That's going to bring up Hadley Fancher. I tell you, it's a rare thing for Caroline Hedgepeth to give up a home run, but that was a very well hit ball. Just wasn't anything anybody could do about that. Fancher stepping into the box, awaiting her first pitch from Hedgepeth. And Hedgepeth delivers. First one going to be out of the zone for ball one. And the pitch. Maybe a little bit inside. 2-0 on Fancher. Fancher stance near the top of the box. Next pitch going to be high for ball three. So 3 balls, no strike is the count on Fancher as Hedgepeth comes set and delivers. And that's going to be on the inside corner right at the knees for strike one. Hedgepeth seems to be trying to get on her stride here. And she delivers the 3-1. Swung on and missed for strike two. We got a full count now. Payoff pitch coming. And Hedgepeth delivers. That's going to be in the dirt. So Fancher reaches first on the walk. It's going to bring up Olivia McCrory.
Next, Olivia McCrory, number 12.
McCrory playing shortstop tonight for the Lady Tigers. Nobody out, 1 on for Ethel here in the top of the first inning as you're just getting underway. 1-0 your score after a leadoff home run by Carly Fortenberry. And Hedgepath delivers. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. Fancher staying put at first. I'd really expected her to run, honestly. Hedgepath delivers. Put into play towards center. And going to fall into the gap right in between Brooklyn Huey and Rainey Martin. Ball made into the infield. Fancher reaching third. And McCrory going to hold up at first. So now runners at the corners for the Lady Tigers. Still nobody out, and that's going to bring up Meredith Mowdy. Mowdy playing third tonight for Ethel. Winner of tonight's game moving on to the third round to face Stringer. So a lot on the line here tonight as Hedgepath delivers. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 1. And Hedgepath delivers the 0-1. That's going to be popped up, catchable, but I don't think she's going to get to it, and it's going to fall foul. So the count going to move to 0-2 now on Mowdy. Got Braylon Roan on deck. Roan playing center field tonight for the Lady Tigers. And Hedgepath delivers the 0-2. Gonna be just out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Mowdy. Hedgepath delivers. Put into play. This one's also going to fall, I believe, in the gap, and it does. So another run going to score for Ethel. As McCrory going to hold up at third. That's going to be an RBI double there for Mowdy. 2-0 your score now. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Now for the Lady Tigers. So that's going to bring up Roan, and now Coach John Floyd going to come out and talk to his infield. Hopefully try to calm some nerves and just kind of get them focused. Let them know, hey, look, it's early. This is not over. Want to thank our sponsors being here with us on BSPN tonight. Chris Seoff Insurance, Macomb, Franklin Ready Mix, Pike National Bank, DRW Logging, Buffkin Dozer, Wilson Timber, Corey Myers, Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing, as well as our presenting sponsor tonight, Snow Shack, West Lincoln Nutrition. Thank you all very much for making our coverage possible here tonight on BSPN. As Coach Floyd's still talking to his infielders, trying to get them focused and like, look, you got this done before. You can get it done again. So he's done talking. Infield taking the time, trying to get their pitcher encouraged. Again, kind of an unusual start for Hedgepath. He usually starts out very, very strong, so maybe some lingering effects from the sickness she experienced on Saturday. So hopefully she can find her stride here as that brings up Braylon Roan. Roan playing center field tonight for the Lady Tigers. Her first pitch from Hedgepath going to be on the outside for ball 1. And the 1-0. Upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes, nobody out. Runners at second and third for Ethel. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Lady Tigers leading West Lincoln 2-0 here in the top of the first. And West Lincoln still looking for their first out of the inning. And Hedgepath delivers in the dirt. Good job by Riley Martin blocking it up. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Got a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Roan. Hedgepeth gets her sign, and she is ready to deliver the payoff pitch. And going to be popped up out of play. Going to Hosley hit the bus. Oh, it went right over it. I'll be honest, I would not have parked. If I was Ethel, I would not have parked my bus there. I fully expect that bus to get hit at some point. Hope not, but I believe it's going to happen. Payoff pitch number 2 coming. Put into play up the third base line. Going to stay just barely fair as it rolls into left. 2 runs should score for the Lady Tigers, and it does. Brings home both base runners in McCrory and Mowdy. So Roan going to get the RBI double. That brings up Marley Bishop. Still nobody out here for West Lincoln, and John Floyd going to come out and make a pitching change. As Haley Wallace will come in to pitch. So we'll take a timeout while she warms up. Be right back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media.
BSPN.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
So Haley Wallace going to come in and in relief for Caroline Hedgepeth in the circle. Hedgepeth going to move to short. And Colby Rose Thornton going to move to second base. All right, so Maggie Lofton has come out. Got some other changes. As soon as those are fully updated, we'll let you know. Haley Wallace did pitch most of the game on Saturday, but she looks like she's ready to go. Now, we've been in this situation before. Hedgepeth may re-enter at some point. Put into play, grounder going to get in the gap between second and short. Another run going to score. Roan coming in. And that's going to make it 5-0 for the Lady Tigers as Bishop gets an RBI single. So, yeah, we've been in this situation before. Hedgepeth may re-enter as pitcher at some point. Again, she moved to short. So she may come back later, but at least for now she's going to get a break. All right, so that's going to bring up Marley Bishop playing first base tonight for Ethel. Slap hit over the head of Hedgepeth, going to roll into center field. And Bishop going to get held up at third. That's going to be a double for Cummins. Was that Cummins? Oh, yeah, it was Sadie Cummins. My apologies. So now runners at second and third for the Lady Tigers. Still nobody out here in the top of the first as they now lead West Lincoln 5-0. I got to say, these Lady Tigers have come out swinging the bats, and it is showing. Going to be popped up toward right. And not going to be caught. It does stay fair. Going to score another run for the Lady Tigers. And Johnson, rounding second, going to come to third. And we had a call at home plate. I was thinking maybe it was obstruction, but it didn't bring Johnson home, so I don't know what that was all about. At any rate, Lady Tigers now up 6-0. Or 7-0, my apologies. And that is going to bring up McDaniel, Ashlyn McDaniel. Batting in the 9 hole, so we've gone through the whole lineup for Ethel. That's going to be upstairs. 2-0 the count. And a very unusual start for the Lady Bears, but I got to say, these Lady Tigers have come out fired on all cylinders. Pitch from Wallace, going to be in the dirt. And actually, no, this looks like it hit her. So McDaniel going to go down to first base, Johnson at third. So runners at the corners now for the Lady Tigers. And back to the top of the order, and Carly Fortenberry hit that leadoff home run to begin the game. Got this rally started for Ethel. And the pitch from Wallace. Looks like it's going to be maybe a little bit high. 1-0 the count. Again, runners at the corners. McDaniel at first, Johnson at third. Still nobody out. That's going to be fouled away. So definitely not the first inning that our Lady Bears were wanting, but we'll see how they come back from it. Still looking for their first out on the 1-1. Popped up. And Britt making the catch. Or no, I'm sorry, it was Thornton. Still hadn't updated it in Game Changer, my apologies. So finally got the first out of the inning, had to go through the whole lineup to get there. As that brings back up Hadley Fancher. Fancher reached on a walk, scored a run in her first appearance earlier in the first. Still in the top of the first inning, finally got one away. Next pitch, gonna miss on the outside corner for ball one. McDaniel gonna move to first, or to second rather, on a steal. And the pitch. Going to be a wild pitch. Not going to come right off the backstop net. Pretty much right back to Martin, so runner's going to stay put. 2-0 the count. As you can hear, the Ethel dugout pretty fired up, and to be honest, deservedly so, as they're off to a 7-0 lead here in the top of the first. Next pitch going to be foul tipped. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Fancher. Ethel's got a reputation for being a very dangerous team if they start hitting, and we've seen that here tonight. So Lady Bear's going to have their work cut out for them when they come up to bat. Put into play, and that's going to go foul over the first base line. So even count now at 2-2. Ethel with runners at second and third. Haley Wallace in the circle. She comes set and delivers. And that's going to be sent foul at the right field line. Count stays at 2-2. So another 2-2 pitch coming to Fancher. Wallace delivers. Swung on and missed. Oh, she foul tipped it. Okay. So count still at 2-2. And that's going to be hit in a dangerous spot. It is going to fall, so look for at least one more run. Nope, going to be 2 more runs scored for the Lady Tigers as Fancher is heading for third. And she's going to get a stand-up triple and 2 RBIs to boot. 9-0 your score here in the top of the first inning. Still only 1 out and still have a runner in scoring position. And that's going to bring back Olivia McCrory. 1 for 1 today. Wallace comes set and delivers. That's in the zone for strike 1. Still 1 away, runner at third for Ethel. 9-0 your score to the Lady Tigers. And the pitch. In the dirt. Actually, it hit her. So once again, runners at the corners for Ethel as that brings up Meredith Mowdy once again. Mowdy 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. And the pitch. Gonna miss once again for ball one. And the pitch. That's going to be popped up, catchable. Hedgepeth making the grab from short. So finally 2 away. That's going to bring up Braylon Roan. Roan with 2 RBIs on the day, 1 for 1, and a run scored to her credit. So 2 away, runners at the corners. As the first pitch to Roan, gonna miss for ball one. And the 1-0 from Wallace, rather. Low and away for ball two. So 2-0 the count on Roan, and actually got a pinch runner going to come in for the pitcher. And not sure, didn't see the number. I believe that's going to be, number 1. Next pitch. That's going to be upstairs. 3-0 now on Roan. And the pitch. Got her on the inside corner that time. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Put into play towards short. Hedgepeth making the throw to first. Off balance, but still makes it. Finally getting the third out of the inning. But not before the damage is done, as the Lady Tigers came out swinging. Now lead 9-0 going into the bottom of the first. So we'll be right back. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Bottom of the first getting underway as Rainey Martin going to lead things off for the Lady Bears. A very long top of the first inning. As the Lady Tigers leading 9-0. The Lady Bears just now coming to bat. Martin awaiting a first pitch from Fancher. Fancher delivers this right up the pipe for strike one. And the pitch. That's going to just barely miss to make it 1-1 on Martin. Caroline Hedgepeth on deck. And the pitch. That's going to barely miss on the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Rainey Martin. And Fancher delivers the 2-1, put into play. And fielded by Fortenberry, and that's going to be a throwing error, so Rainey Martin going to reach first on that. And that'll bring up Caroline Hedgepeth. Of course, Hedgepeth had an unusual start in the circle, so she's now moved to short. So we'll see what she can do at the dish as she has her first at bat of the game. Runner at first. Nobody out for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of the first as they trail 9-0. Put into play, hit past Fancher, and that's going to get past the shortstop as well as McCrory bobbles it. So now runners at first and second for West Lincoln as Hedgepeth reaches on the fielding error, and that is going to bring up Carly Britt. And got a quick timeout. Fancher taking a look at her hand, but looks like she is okay and good to go as the meeting in the outfield's already, or the infield rather, is already broken up. But she does appear to be okay. So Britt awaiting her first pitch of the day. And Fancher delivers. That's going to miss on the outside for ball 1. And the pitch. Going to miss once again. Low and away. 2-0 the count. And the pitch popped up, going to be out of play. And makes contact with the car. 2 balls, 1 strike now. As Fancher has the ball back and she's awaiting, or rather Britt's awaiting her next pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. And runners at first and second for West Lincoln. And the pitch. That's going to be popped up toward left. And Johnson coming over to make a spectacular grab. That's going to be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up senior Bailey Griffith, playing third base tonight for West Lincoln. Still got two on. It's first and second for the Lady Bears. Fancher getting her sign from the coach. A lot of these pitchers, of course, get their signs from the catcher, but she gets hers from her coaches. And Fancher delivers. And that's going to be fouled. So awaiting the next pitch. And Fancher delivers. That's up the pipe. 0-2 now on Griffith. Upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Riley Martin, the catcher, on deck. And the 1-2 from Fancher. That's going to be fouled away. Count stays at 1-2. As the official, the plate umpire says he needs some softballs. Have had a lot hit out of play tonight, so I want to thank a couple of our sponsors here. That's why we have a second. Christie, Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Franklin Ready Mix, and Pike National Bank, as well as DRW Logging. Appreciate their support here on BSPN. The 1-2 coming, and Fancher delivers. This is going to be popped up. Looks like it's possibly going to go foul. No! Johnson making another running grab for the second out of the inning.
Number 12, Riley Martin.
Tell you, she's got some feet and some sure eyes on her. Definitely a great outfielder there for the Lady Tigers. Riley Martin, the catcher, coming to bat. 2 away. Runners at first and second for West Lincoln. As Martin awaits her first pitch, and Fancher delivers. This one's going to be put into play toward right. Catch made by Cummins. And that's going to do it for the bottom of the first. West Lincoln leaves two stranded as the Lady Tigers coming back to bat for the top of the first as they lead 9-0. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Top of the second getting underway. And next pitch from Wallace. Going to hit the plate for ball one. Up to bat is going to be Marley Bishop. Bishop 1 for 1 today. All but one of the Lady Tigers have at least one hit. As Cummins is on deck. Next pitch from Wallace. Tried to slap it, going to go foul. Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethel leading your Lady Bears 9-0 here in the top of the second inning. Wallace comes set, delivers her next pitch. That's going to be low and inside rather. Make it 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's going to be low as well. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Grounder toward third. Griffith making a throw to first. Gets there. Over to Carly Britt now playing first base. First out of the inning. That brings up Sadie Cummins, or Cummins rather. Cummins, the right fielder for the Lady Tigers today. 1 for 1 with a run scored. Johnson going to be on deck. She's the only Lady Tiger who does not have a hit yet. And the pitch. Right at the knees and over the plate for strike 1. Good spot there for Wallace. One away here in the top of the second as Wallace comes set and delivers. That's going to be hit right off the support for the backstop. 0-2 count now on Cummins. And Wallace delivers the 0-2. That one's in the dirt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cummins. Lady Bears trailing 9-0 here in the top of the second inning. And the next pitch. That's going to miss upstairs to make it 2-2. Again, I want to thank Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition for making tonight's game possible. tonight's coverage possible here on BSPN. Appreciate their sponsorship. As the 2-2 comes from Wallace. Adams going to miss upstairs. We got a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one's going to be hit into play over toward right. Catch made by Brooklyn Huey on a run. So great job there by the Lady Bears, playing some good defense here. That brings up Brianna Johnson. Again, Johnson, the only Lady Tiger who does not have a hit in the lineup as of yet. 2 down, nobody on here for Ethel in the top of the 2nd inning. 9-0 your score in favor of the Lady Tigers. Next pitch from Wallace. Swung on and missed for strike 1. And the pitch coming from Wallace. Grounder over toward third. Griffith fielding it cleanly. Throw to first. Oh, it's going to fall out of her glove. So Johnson going to reach on the error. And that'll bring out the bottom of the order, McDaniel. Ashlyn McDaniel. Actually, I apologize. McDaniel also doesn't have a hit, but has reached as her first pitch is fouled away. And the next pitch from Wallace. Grounder over towards short, going to get through Hedgepeth's legs. And Johnson going to make it to third. So runners at first and second now for the Lady Tigers, as McDaniel going to reach second. And that's going to bring up Carly Fortenberry once again. So top of the order back up for the Lady Tigers. And the pitch. Hit foul. So she'll try again here in just a moment. Wallace has the ball back. Fortenberry ready for her next pitch. And Hedgepeth going to deliver, or rather Wallace going to deliver. Going to be a pass ball. Runner's going to stay put, though. Two away, 2 on here for the Lady Tigers here in the top of the second as they lead West Lincoln 9-0. And the pitch. Hit foul once again. So that'll make it make the count 1-2 now on Fortenberry. And the pitch. That one's going to miss upstairs, even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wallace's next pitch going to be popped up towards center. Rainey Martin making a running catch to get the third out of the inning, stranding 2 Lady Tigers as the score remains 9-0. We'll go to the bottom of the second. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Maggie Lofton going to lead things off for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of the second inning, as they're still trying to get on the board as they trail Ethel 9-0 here on tonight's Game 3 of the second round, presented by Shake Shack or Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition, as Lofton's first pitch going to miss. So her count's now 1-0. And the next pitch, chopper over towards short, fielded, throw made, and the catch made. So that's the first out. That'll bring up Kylie Jurassic. Jurassic's first appearance tonight. And her first pitch from Fancher, right at the knees and over the plate for strike one, rather. So one away, nobody on here for West Lincoln. And an 0-1 count on Jurassic as she puts one in play over towards second. Throw made with no problem. That's 2 outs.
Batting next, your pitcher, number 99, Haley Wallace.
So Haley Wallace coming to bat now, batting in the 8 hole. 2 away, nobody on. Brooklyn Huey going to be on deck if Wallace finds her way to the bases. Fancher comes set and delivers. That's going to miss on the outside for ball 1. And Fancher's next pitch. Chopper right to Fancher. And 1, 2, 3, the Lady Bears go down. Headed to the third. Still trying to get on the board and hold Ethel to 9. This is BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Top of the third getting underway here as Hadley Fancher going to lead things off for the Lady Tigers, 1 for 1 today with 2 RBI to her credit. Also reached on a walk. One of the Lady Bears having a mask issue. So we'll take just a second to thank some more of our sponsors while they're getting that swapped out. Let's see, DRW Logging, as well as Buffkin Dozer, Wilson Timber, Corey Myers, Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing. Appreciate your support of BSPN, allowing us to bring you this coverage. And, of course, Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition sponsoring tonight's game. Here, the third game of the second round. Winner of this game moving on to face the Lady Red Devils of Stringer. Pitch from Wallace, going to be popped up. Kobe Rose Thornton going into shallow right to make the grab for the first out.
Next, number 12, Olivia McCrory.
So 1 away from McCrory as she comes to bat. McCrory 1 for 1 on the day as well. 1 for 1 officially. West Lincoln, by the way, if you're wondering, they have committed 4 errors in tonight's ball game. Ethel's committed 2. So that's where we stand now. Wallace's first pitch going to be popped up. Thornton making another grab for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Meredith Mowdy. Mowdy 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Every Lady Bear, or Lady Tiger rather, has crossed the plate once. And the pitch. Popped up out of play. Wallace with a brand new softball, getting ready to go at it for the 0-1. And the pitch. Gonna be just upstairs. Count even now, 1-1 on Mowdy. Mowdy reaches, Roan is on deck, ready to come to the plate. And the pitch from Wallace, put into play over towards short. Caroline Hedgepath making a throw to first. Not a problem. 1-2-3. The Lady Tigers go down this time as we head to the bottom of the third. West Lincoln looking for their first run. We'll be right back here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media.
BSPN.
Brooklyn Huey going to lead things off for West Lincoln here in the bottom of the third inning. Huey batting in the 9 hole, so finally reached the bottom of the order for West Lincoln. Again, West Lincoln looking to get on the board as they trail 9-0 to the Lady Tigers. First pitch going to miss on the outside for ball 1. Fancher still in the circle for Ethel. Thursday and Saturday, she pitched really well. She's pitching really well today. A lot of talent on this Ethel team. And the pitch. Going to be popped up. Roan coming in, making the grab in shallow center. So 1 away now as we get back to the top of the order, and Rainey Martin coming to bat. 0 for 1. Again, Lady Bears looking to get on the board here. As Fancher delivers. Martin going to bunt, but it's going to go foul. So 0-1's the count. As Martin back in the box and awaiting her next pitch from Fancher, and Fancher delivers. Going to be tipped. So 0-2 on Martin. Caroline Hedgepath on deck. And the pitch. That one's going to miss just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Martin. Martin's laid down a couple of good bunts here in the playoffs. We'll see what she does here. The 1-2 coming from Fancher. That one's going to miss low and outside. Evens it up at 2-2. Fancher's next pitch in the dirt. Counts full, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming from Fancher as she gets her sign and delivers. That one's going to miss on the inside. It's going to send Martin down to first. So that'll bring Caroline Hedgepath to the plate, also 0 for 1 today. I'll go ahead and tell you, all the Lady Bears are 0 for 1. First walk of the day issued by Fancher. And the pitch. Curveball there. Got in the zone for strike 1. And Hedgepeth awaiting the 0-1. Randy Martin at first base. Next pitch. Put into play straight to McCrory at short. So that's going to be the second out of the inning as Hedgepeth gets out on that line drive.
Next, number 26, Carly Britt.
That's going to bring up Carly Britt. 0 for 1 today. Trying not to leave Randy Martin stranded. Tell you, McCrory was just right in the exact spot she needed to be to make that grab. There wasn't anything you could do about that one. And the pitch. This one popped up toward left. Johnson trying to find it, drops it out of her glove. So now runners at first and second for West Lincoln with 2 away. Is Britt going to reach on the error?
Batting next, number 36, Bailey Griffin.
Going to bring up Bailey Griffith. 0 for 1. West Lincoln with an opportunity to get on the board here if Griffith can put it in play and get on base. Again, 2 away. Fancher getting her sign, comes set, and delivers. That's going to miss on the outside for ball 1. 2 away, 2 on for West Lincoln, bottom of the third. Our Lady Bears trail 9-0. And the pitch. Up the pipe. 1 ball, 1 strike on Griffith. And the pitch. Put into play. That was going to fall. Should score at least 1. Throw down to home. Not going to be in time. As Randy Martin comes in to score, gets the Lady Bears on the board. Runners at the corners now for West Lincoln.
Batting next, number 12, Riley Martin.
As Riley Martin going to come to bat after Sister Rainey scores that run. And Ethel's coach wants to come out and talk to the official about something. At any rate, the official says play, so we are playing. I'm honestly not sure. So we'll see what that was. Well, no, it's irrelevant. Here we go. Riley Martin up to bat now, 0 for 1 today. Waiting her first pitch from Fancher. That's in the zone for strike 1. West Lincoln finally on the board, 9-1. As they trail here in the bottom of the third. 2 away, runners at the corners for West Lincoln. Bailey Griffith at first and Carly Britt at third. Chopper got a chance. Throw down to first. Not going to be on the mark. Another run going to score for West Lincoln. Bailey Griffith at third. Riley Martin reaching on the error. So still 2 away. Lady Bears chipping it away. 9-2 is the score. As Maggie Lofton comes to bat, looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for Riley Martin. That's going to be Gabby DeLong coming in to run for Martin, who's getting the courtesy treatment as she is the catcher. So 2 away, Lady Bears still with runners at the corners. But the Lady Tigers are still ahead by 7, 9-2. But the Lady Bears showing some signs of life here. And the pitch. Chopper over toward first. This one should be an easy play for Bishop, and it is, and that's going to do it. But the Lady Bears score twice, chipping away a little bit at the lead from Ethel. Still trailing 9-2 as we go to the top of the third, or the top of the fourth, rather. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Number 7, Braylon Roan.
Braylon Roan going to lead off for the Lady Tigers, 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Top of the 4th getting underway as Ethel still leads 9-2. Haley Wallace still in the circle for the Lady Bears. Her first pitch going to be in the dirt for ball 1. And Wallace comes set, delivers. Upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 now the count on Roan. Bishop on deck. As Wallace delivers her next one. That one's going to miss outside. 3-0 now the count on Roan. And a 3-0 coming from Wallace. Got her that time. 3 balls, 1 strike now on Roan. And a 3-1. Got on the outside corner to fill it up. Again, Lady Bears been showing some signs of life the last couple of innings. Done better on defense. Got on the bases and scored a couple of runs last time around. And Roan going to take a free trip down to first.
Batting next, Marley Bishop.
So that'll bring up Marley Bishop. Bishop 1 for 2 today with an RBI. We'll see how the Lady Bears respond to all of this pressure. Next pitch. That's going to miss upstairs as Roan goes down to second on a steal. So the count 1-0 on Bishop. Bishop squaring around, but I expect her to pull back, and she does. Pitch from Wallace in the dirt as Roan goes over to third. So count 2-0 on Bishop. Runner at third and Roan for the Lady Tigers. And the pitch. That was going to be popped up, out of play. So the count now 2-1 on Bishop. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. That evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 coming from Wallace. Put into play over toward, it's going to actually be a gapper between third and short. Roan scores easily. As Bishop going to reach first. So an RBI single for Bishop. That brings up Sadie Cummins. Cummins 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Score now 10-2 in favor of the Lady Tigers. Sent over into right. Catchable, and it is caught. Good catch there by Brooklyn Huey, kind of over her shoulder. So 1 away now with a runner on for Ethel.
Number 4, Brianna Johnson.
Brianna Johnson 0 for 2 today. Has reached. One of those grabs I wish you could have seen, wish the camera could have gotten a view of right field. That was a great catch there by Brooklyn Huey. And first pitch of the at-bat going to miss upstairs. As Wallace delivers the next one. That was going to go in the gap between second and short. Umpire had to get out of the way. So now runners at first and second for Ethel. That's going to bring up, brings up Ashlyn McDaniel. McDaniel 0 for 1, has reached, has a run scored. Ten to 2 your score in favor of Ethel. Next pitch from Wallace. Going to be popped up, possibly catchable, and going to go to the backstop, and no, it's not. It's Carly Britt as well as Haley Wallace and Riley Martin all trying to get there in case somebody could have a grab at it. But it was just out of play. 0-1 now the count. Grounder over toward Colby Rose Thornton, going to make the throw over to first, and she gets there. Second out of the inning, still going to move the runners on the force. So that brings up Carly Fortenberry. Dangerous bat coming up for the Lady Tigers. Remember, she's the one that got all this started for Ethel as she hit a solo shot to left to start the game. So she's got 2 runners on but 2 outs, and she calls time. And actually, Coach John Floyd going to come out and talk to his infield real quick. So we'll thank our sponsors once again. Want to thank Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition for sponsoring today's broadcast. Also want to thank Chris C., Alpha Insurance Macomb, Franklin Ready Mix, Pike National Bank, DRW Logging, Bufkin Dozer, Wilson Timber, Corey Myers, Higginbotham Insurance, Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing. Thank you all very much for your generous support of BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. As Coach Floyd is finishing up his conference, we'll be resuming play here in just a moment. Again, winner of today's game moves on to face the Lady Red Devils of Stringer as they defeated Natawaya in 2 games. And did so handedly. Next pitch from Wallace, put into play over toward Bailey Griffith. Going to get past her. Going to roll him to left. So it's going to score 2 runs for Ethel. So score now 12 to 2 here in the top of the 4th.
Number 10, Hadley Fancher.
So now runner at second as Hadley Fancher going to come to bat with 2 outs. And Fancher's had a day. She's walked. She's gotten a hit. Scored a run and brought in 2. Hit toward Colby Rose Thornton, making the throw to first. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. But the Lady Tigers plate 2 more. Or was it 3 more? 3, that's right. Plate 3 to go up 12 to 2. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Brooklyn Huey leading it off for the Lady Bears here in the bottom of the 4th. Or I'm sorry, Kylie Jurassic. And her first pitch going to miss on the outside for ball 1. 0 for 1 today is Kylie. And hit into play over toward right, and actually it's going to go out of play. So the count now even at 1-1 on Jurassic. Jurassic batting in the 7-hole for the Lady Bears. And they trail 12-2. Here in the bottom of the 4th to the Ethel Lady Tigers. And the next pitch. And that one's going to hit in the gap between right and center. So Jurassic with a single to get things started here in the 4th for the Lady Bears. That'll bring up Haley Wallace, the pitcher. And Haley's 0 for 1 today. Runner at first. Coach John Floyd calling time to talk to Wallace real quick. And she's ready to come in to start her at bat. Coach Floyd calling his play. And Wallace 0 for 1 today. She's getting ready to face Fancher. And Fancher delivers, squares around a bunt, pulls it back. And pitch is going to be a ball. Jurassic staying put at first. And the pitch. That's going to miss upstairs for ball 2. Looks like the Lady Tigers are thinking hit and run. And the pitch. Low and outside for ball 3. Actually, what they're thinking is bunt because 1st and 3rd's coming in. Well, Wallace hadn't squared around yet, so we'll see. Up the pipe for strike 1. 3-1 now the count on Wallace. And the pitch from Fancher. Low and away once again. So the Lady Bears now with 2 on. As Brooklyn Huey going to come to bat in the 9-hole, 0 for 1 today. Again, Lady Bears starting to show some signs of life here, but still got a big mountain to overcome as they trail 12-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 on, nobody out, though, so we'll see what happens here as Huey gets ready for her first pitch from Fancher. Rainey Martin going to be on deck. Pitch squared around a bunt. And she went for strike 1. Didn't pull it back. And the pitch. Fly ball over towards center. It's going to fall in the gap. Throw over to 3rd. Just in time on the force. So first out of the inning. Lady Bears now still with runners at 1st and 2nd. As Huey going to reach on the fielder's choice. Jurassic thrown out at 3rd. That brings up Rainey Martin. So hats off to the Tigers for turning that into something. First pitch going to be a ball as she did square around a bunt. And Lady Tigers know all too well how dangerous of a bunter Rainey can be. They've seen what she can do. And the pitch, squaring around once again, going to miss once again. Pitch is a ball. So 2-0 count on Rainey Martin. And the next pitch from Fancher, squaring around once again. It make contact that time, but it's going to go foul. So Martin's count now, 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Haley Wallace at 2nd, Brooklyn Huey at 1st. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Lady Bears trail 12-2. Coach Floyd calling his play. Martin going to step back into the box and await her 2-1 from Fancher. And she delivers. That's going to miss just outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now on Martin. And the pitch. That's going to miss upstairs. Base is now juiced.
Next, number 10, Caroline Hedgepeth.
Caroline Hedgepeth going to come to bat now, 0 for 2 today. So she awaits her first pitch of the at-bat from Fancher. Fancher delivers. And that's going to miss on the outside. And the pitch. Going to be out of play toward right field. So the count 1-1 now on Hedgepeth. Carly Britt on deck. Again, bases loaded, 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch. In the dirt. Good job by Fortenberry blocking that up. Fortenberry, commit to Holmes Community College. Had a good conversation with her dad right before the game. Appreciate his insight on the team as well. The 2-1. That's going to miss upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1. That one's going to miss upstairs and bring in a run for the Lady Bears.
Next, number 26, Carly Britt.
Still got the bases loaded for Carly Britt. I don't think Fancher walks in very many runs. That's definitely the first one I've seen her do. So appreciate everybody from, I know a lot of folks from Ethel are joining us here as Ethel High School shared out the link. Appreciate all of your viewing here on BSPN. Glad we can bring the game to you so you guys can watch. Carly Britt putting it in play. Going to get into left. Bobbled by Johnson. Going to score 2 more for West Lincoln. Britt going to reach second. Hedgepeth at third. Lady Bears showing some signs of life. 12-5 is your score. As Bailey Griffith comes to bat, who's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. And that was scored a double, so great job there. Great RBI double to Carly Britt, who's only an 8th grader. So she has a bright future ahead of her at West Lincoln. And Fancher going to call time for just a second to kind of gather her thoughts. Again, Fancher's been an outstanding pitcher for Ethel. We can tell she's not been in this situation very many times. Delivers. Griffith, grounder over towards short. Throw to first made. Throw to home. Not going to be in time as a run scores. 2 away now. And runner at third now, Carly Britt at third for Riley Martin. Martin, the catcher today, she's 0 for 2, looking to get a hit and get on base. Love to bring Britt home. As the Lady Bears have done some significant cutting to Ethel's lead. They still trail 12-6, but they are definitely showing some signs of life here. And the pitch. That's going to be a wild pitch. Britt going to come home and slide. And she is home with no problem. 12-7 your score, bottom of the 4th inning, 2 away. The bases are cleared, but West Lincoln, again, showing some signs of life. That is the 5th run of the inning. What a rally for the West Lincoln Lady Bears. Riley Martin going to look to keep it going with a count of 1-0. Fancher delivers. That was going to miss on the outside to make it 2-0. Fancher delivers. That was going to be hit out of play. 2-1 now the count. I'll be honest, Fancher is looking a little tired, but I know she's thrown a lot of pitches the last few days, and she has definitely thrown some dandies. So if she's tired, I got to say she has earned it. She has definitely put in the work. But she's not done yet as she's still in the circle. 2-1 count now on Riley Martin as Fancher delivers. That one's in the dirt. This is the kind of stuff you love to see in the playoffs. Two really good teams facing off. Even a team having to make a comeback, you love to see it. Martin going to reach first on the dirt ball. That's going to bring up Maggie Lofton, and the Lady Tigers going to call a conference at the circle. Gabby DeLong going to come and run for Martin at first. That's the courtesy runner. Want to thank our sponsors here, Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, as well as Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition for making today's game possible. Franklin Ready Mix, Pike National Bank, DRW Logging, Buffkin Dozer, the Wilson Timber, Corey Myers of Higginbotham Insurance in Brookhaven, and Landmax agent Brett Rushing. Appreciate your support of the West Lincoln Lady Bears here on BSPN. 12-7 your score. Ethel still in the lead, but West Lincoln been chipping away. And it's the last two innings in particular, they've really just come to life on offense. Fancher toes the rubber, comes set and delivers. That one's in the zone. Checking the runner over at first. Throw misses, but DeLong going to stay put. 0-1 count now on Lofton, rather. And the next pitch. Grounder going to be in the gap between second and short. DeLong going to hold up at second. So Maggie Lofton with a single. And that'll bring up Kylie Jurancic, who's 1 for 2 today. So runners at first and second for West Lincoln. Still trail 12-7. 2 away. And next pitch going to miss in the dirt. 1-0 now on Jurancic. Haley Wallace on deck should Jurancic get on. Next pitch. Put into play over towards short. McCrory making the grab, ending the inning. But the Lady Bears, they said we are not done yet as they have gotten on the board in a big way. Ethel still leading 12-7. We'll go to the top of the 5th. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Top of the 5th going to get underway here is Ethel coming to bat. And West Lincoln making a pitching change and going to 7th grader Carly Wallace. Believe this is the first time she's come into relief from the varsity team. So we'll see what she can do. And she faces off against Olivia McCrory. And McCrory going to take a free trip down to first after getting hit by the pitch. I'll bring up Meredith Mowdy. 1 for 3 today is Mowdy. And facing off against Carly Wallace. And next pitch. Popped up out of play toward the snake pit. That's exactly where it lands. 0-1 now. Got Braylon Rowan on deck for Ethel. Wallace's next pitch. That's going to miss upstairs. 1-1 now the count. And the pitch. Going to miss once again. 2-1 now the count. Ethel still in the lead, but not as much as they were last go round, as West Lincoln has mounted a little bit of a comeback, but still trail 12-7. And the pitch. Hit well towards center, and that's going to fall in the gap between left and center. Mouty rounding, going to second. McCrory going to hold up at third. So runners at second and third now for Ethel is Braylon Roan coming to bat. Roan 1 for 2 today. It's also walked. So 2 on, nobody out here for Ethel in the top of the 5th. And the pitch. That one's going to miss on the inside. I believe it was a little bit inside. Yeah, 1-0. So Ethel with runners in scoring position. And the pitch from Carly Wallace. That's going to be in the dirt. Riley Martin blocking it up. Third base umpire showed a delayed dead ball, but ended up not doing anything with it. So I don't know if it was an illegal pitch or what. And next pitch going to miss upstairs. So 3-0 now the count. And the pitch. Breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. And the pitch. Put into play. Going to fall in the gap once again. Should score another run for the Lady Tigers, and it does. So runners at the corners now for Ethel as Roan going to reach first base. That brings up Marley Bishop, who's 2 for 3 today. 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Ethel now up 13-7. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Roan going to go to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position yet again for the Lady Tigers. Pitch from Wallace. Hit towards center. Martin coming in, trying to make the grab, can't do it. It's going to drop. Run going to score for Ethel. So now runners at first and second. Still nobody out here. 14-7 now your score in the top of the 5th. Sadie Cummins coming to bat, who's 1 for 3 today. Roan, the runner at second. And Bishop, your runner at first for the Lady Tigers. Coach John Floyd going to come out and talk to his hurler for just a moment. Of course, like we said, best wing figure, this is their first varsity appearance of the year. So a little bit of an unexpected move. So Coach Floyd going to make another pitching change. Wallace going to check out. Caroline Hedgepath going to come back into the circle. And looks like Might have some other defensive changes. We could try to get all that straightened out here in just a moment. All right, we'll take a quick break and be right back as Caroline Hedgepeth going to come back into the circle. We'll be right back here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Hedgepeth back in the circle for West Lincoln, delivers her first pitch. Cummins swings and misses to make the count 0-2. Cummins was already at bat when the pitching change occurred. So maybe the brief time at short did some good for Hedgepeth as her next pitch going to miss on the inside to make it 1-2. All right, so it looks like Maggie Lofton moving back to first and Colby Rose Thornton moving to short and Carly Britt to second following that pitching change. Hedgepeth comes set and delivers. That got on the inside corner, or the outside corner rather. I thought that was strike 3. Oh, okay. All right, the count now is 1-2. I was a little off. So the count is now 1-2 after Hedgepeth got her on the outside corner. And the 1-2. That one kind of slapped. Going to go out of play over at the first base dugout. So the count stays 1-2 on Cummins. Got Brianna Johnson on deck for the Lady Tigers. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Again, Ethel leading 14-7 against her Lady Bears. And the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. Roan going to move to third. So she'll get another stolen base to her credit. So runners at the corners now for Ethel. As Cummins awaits the 2-2. Yeah, it's going to be in the dirt to fill it up. So the count's full for Cummins. And the next pitch. Got on the outside corner for a K-Burger. I believe that's the first strikeout of the day for West Lincoln. And so that is going to bring up Brianna Johnson. Johnson 1 for 3 today for the Lady Tigers. One away. Runners at first and third. Hedgepeth delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Yeah, it looks like that break might have done her some good. She had any nerves to start the game. Looks like maybe that's worked out now. And the pitch. Hit to the backstop. 0-2 now. And the 0-2. Drop third strike. That's going to play to run for the Lady Tigers. Johnson going to reach first. So runners now at first and second. Oh, she was out. Oh, base was occupied. Okay, okay. So I guess we'll give Bishop a stolen base. 2 away. That one's going to be popped up out of play. As McDaniel Ashlyn McDaniel coming to bat. 0 for 2 today is Ashlyn. 0-1 count now on her with 2 away. And the pitch to the backstop once again. So 0-2. Having to get some more softballs into the hands of the plate ump. And we are ready to resume. No balls, 2 strikes on McDaniel. 2 away, runner at second. Here's the 0-2. Got on the outside corner again. That's the 3rd out. As Bishop went to 3rd, but that was for naught. Ethel plates some more, goes up 15-7. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th getting started as Haley Wallace going to lead things off for West Lincoln. Again, last couple of innings, the Lady Bears have come in with quality at bat, so we'll see if they can keep it going. Fancher still in the circle, her first pitch in the dirt. And Wallace is 0 for 1, but has reached and scored a run. Lady Bears trail 15-7. Fancher's next pitch going to miss on the inside for ball 2. So 2-0 count now on Wallace with Brooklyn Huey on deck. And the pitch. Missing on the inside. 3-0. And the 3-0. Swung on and fouled. Don't see very many 3-0 swings, but she did. Shows how badly Wallace wanting to get on, I guess. And the next pitch. Hit foul over the third base. We got a full count now. So again, Fancher still in the circle. Up to 74 pitches rather. Love to see what her pitch total's been for this series. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. That should be the 3rd strike. Or no, she fouled it. She did tip it. So the count stays full for Haley Wallace. Again, Brooklyn Huey is on deck for West Lincoln. And the pitch. Going to be popped up. Fortenberry under it, making the grab.
Next, number 30, Brooklyn Huey.
So that brings up Brooklyn Huey with 1 away. Huey 0 for 2 today, but has reached and scored a run. So we'll see what she does here with 1 away. Pitch from Fancher. Slapped over toward 3rd. Throw to first made. That's 2 outs.
Batting next, number 4, Randy
That brings up top of the order Rainey Martin. She's 0 for 1 today, but has reached on 2 walks and scored 2 runs. Tried to lay down a bunt in her last at bat. Unfortunately, didn't work too well for her, but did contribute to the Lady Bears' rally in the last inning. Popped up towards center. Roan looking for it, finding it, makes the grab. And 1, 2, 3, the Lady Bears go down, so we'll go to the 6th. Ethel up 15-7. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Getting underway here in the top of the 6th inning. As Carly Fortenberry going to lead off for the Lady Tigers. And she's 1 for 4 today, but has had a really good day at the dish. I mean, any day you hit a home run to start the game, that's going to be a good day. Her first pitch from Hedgepeth going to be high and outside for ball 1. And the next pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Whoop, sorry about that. Those two buttons were right there close to each other, and of course I hit them both. And the pitch, hit toward left. That one's got a chance. Nope, it's going to go right to the fence. And she rounds first, heads to second. She's going to get held up. Stand-up double for Carly Fortenberry, and that's going to bring up Hadley Fancher. Fancher 1 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. Was reached on a walk and scored a run. So she's not having a bad day either. Runner at second, nobody away for Fancher. As Hedgepeth delivers, that one's going to miss on the inside for ball 1. And the pitch. That's upstairs for ball 2. 2-0. The 2-0. That one hit out of play. 2-1 your score, 15-7 in favor of Ethel here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch. Hit toward left. Jurassic making the grab. Fortenberry going to stay put at second. So 1 away now as that's going to bring up Olivia McCrory.
Next, Olivia McCrory.
1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. And the pitch. Fortenberry going to third. Throw made, and tag's going to miss. That was a very well-timed play, but just couldn't get the tag down. It may have come out of her glove. As the count on McCrory, 1-0. And now it's going to miss on the inside. 2-0 now the count. Runner at third for the Lady Tigers. Here in the top of the 6th. 1 away. And the pitch. And that's going to miss as well. 3 balls, no strikes on McCrory. And the pitch. That one's in the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's going to send McCrory down to first.
Next will be Meredith Mowdy.
1 away for Meredith Mowdy. 2 for 4 today with an RBI and 2 runs scored. And the pitch. That's going to miss low for ball 1. McCrory at first, Fortenberry at third. So runners at the corners for Ethel with 1 out here in the top of the 6th as they lead 15-7. And the pitch. Hit toward left. That was going to stay fair. As Jurancic was trying to drive for it and couldn't make it happen. So that's going to score 2 more for Ethel. And that'll send Mowdy down to third. As they now lead by 10, 17-7.
Next, number 7, Braylon Roan.
As Braylon Roan going to come to bat. Roan 2 for 3 today. 3 runs, 3 RBIs. Reached on a walk. She's had a fantastic day at the plate. And several stolen bases to her credit as well. As Coach John Floyd going to come and talk to his infield once again. Lady Bears again in very unfamiliar territory. They're down by 10, and yeah, haven't given up 17 runs to a team at all this year. This is uncharted territory for the Lady Bears. But again, hats off to Ethel. They have come out and just fired on all cylinders. Let's see, Ethel, according to our book, she has 4. They have 4 errors. But even so, outstanding play by Ethel today. They have just come out and ready to do business. So again, winner of today's game going to move on to play Stringer in the 3rd round. Roan awaiting her first pitch. Going to be a gapper between second and short. Mowdy going to come home to score. 18-7 now your score in favor of Ethel. As Roan going to reach first.
Batting net will be Marley Bishop.
That's going to bring up Marley Bishop with 1 away and 1 on. Bishop 3 for 4 today with 3 RBIs and two runs. I tell you, these Lady Tigers have really been putting in the work at the plate. First pitch going to miss. As Roan going to stay put at first. And the pitch. That's going to miss on the outside. 2-0 now the count. And Bishop squared around the bunt, but going to pull it back. Missing on the inside to make it 3-0. And a 3-0 from Hedgepeth. That's in the zone. 3-1 now the count. Roan still at first. And a 3-1. Make that the 3-2. Coming up, payoff pitch. On the way as the count now full on Bishop. And the payoff pitch from Hedgepeth. That was going to be popped up. Catchable is caught. Colby Rose Thornton coming over to make the grab for the 2nd out. So 2 away now with 1 on. And that brings up Sadie Cummins. She's 1 for 4 today with a run scored and a strikeout to her credit. Again, Ethel up 18-7 here in the top of the 6th. 2 away and a runner at first. And her first pitch of the at-bat going to miss out upstairs. As Roan goes to second, gets yet another stolen base. So 1-0 the count. Runner at second now for Ethel. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Roan thought about going, but it's going to go back to second. So the count even now on Cummins at 1-1. And the 1-1. Put into play over towards short, going to get past Thornton. Another run going to score as Roan rounds third and comes home. So an RBI single to Cummins. As the rally continues for the Lady Tigers as they now lead 19-7 here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up Brianna Johnson. 1 for 4 today is Brianna. But she scored 2 runs. So we'll see what she can do here. And it's going to be popped up out of play. Just foul over toward left field. Again, very unfamiliar territory for the Lady Bears. They have not been in any situation similar to this at all this year. So again, a testament to how good this Ethel team is. And the pitch. Little blooper over toward Colby Rose Thornton. She makes the grab for the 3rd out. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Lady Bears got to score at least 2, or 3 rather, to keep this going. So we'll take a timeout, see what they can do here. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
ESPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th, rather, Caroline Hedgepath going to lead things off for West Lincoln. And West Lincoln got to score at least 3 to keep this going. Otherwise, that's ball game. And her first pitch from Fancher. That's going to be a ball. 1-0 the count. And the pitch. Going to miss low for ball 2. Two-0 count now on Hedgepath as Fancher comes set and delivers. That got in the zone that time. 2-1 now the count on Caroline. And the 2-1. That's in the zone 2 to make it 2-2. Carly Britt going to be on deck for West Lincoln. The 2-2. That's hit foul to the backstop rather. Good gracious. Count stays at 2-2. And the next pitch. That's going to miss upstairs. We got a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch hit foul once again. Payoff pitch coming. Fancher calling time. Next pitch, hit foul once again. Hedgepeth still alive at the plate. Again, want to thank Snow Shack and West Lincoln Nutrition for making tonight's broadcast possible. And thanks to all the folks joining in. This is our most watched stream of the entire year. So thank you very much for being here. As Hedgepeth's going to get on first after drawing the walk. So that'll bring up Carly Britt. Britt 1 for 3 today. So yeah, check the stats every so often when I can. And yeah, a lot of folks watching. I'm assuming there's a lot of folks from Ethel watching. Appreciate you all joining us tonight on BSPN. Britt grounding over towards second. Throw to first going to be made. Hedgepeth going to move to second. So give the sacrifice to Carly Britt. That'll bring up Bailey Griffith. She's 1 for 3 today, but she's got 2 RBIs knocked in. Said before, and I'll say it again, Bailey has been very, very clutch in these kinds of situations, so we'll see what she can do. Again, to stay alive, the Lady Bears got to score at least 3. And first pitch from Fancher to her is going to be on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 away, runner at second base for the Lady Bears as they trail 19-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Or bottom of the 6th. That one's going to be popped up. Looks like it's going to be out of play, and it is as it hits the first base dugout. So if anybody in there was asleep, they are not sleeping now. And the next pitch. Chopper over toward third. Throw to first. That's going to be an error. So now runners at the corners for West Lincoln. As Griffith going to reach on the error.
Next, number 12, Riley Martin.
That brings up Riley Martin. She's 0 for 2 today, but has reached on a walk. And Lady Bears still fighting, but in order to stay alive in this game, they've got to score at least 3. Otherwise, the 10-run rule will be in effect. So Lady Bears in a must-score situation here, and not just 1, but they got to score 3 in order to go to the 7th. One away, 2 on for the Lady Bears. Martin's first pitch, grounder over towards short. She's going to step on second to make the out. Throw to first, making the double play, and that's going to do it. As the Ethel Lady Tigers going to move on to the 3rd round to face Stringer, defeating West Lincoln 19-7. I tell you, I thought this was going to be a pitcher's duel, and boy, was I wrong. Ethel came out swinging. Hats off to this entire team. Very, very talented Lady Tiger team. I fully expect to see them at Hattiesburg. I really, really do. So congratulations to Ethel. Best of luck to you. And we'll look forward to following your progress on the rest of the playoffs as you continue forward. West Lincoln finishing the year, and that's actually going to do it for the season of BSPN, as this will be our last live stream of the 25-26 season. So thank you very much for joining us here. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you in August with football here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. Have a great night.
Thanks for joining us on BSPN. Find our schedule of games at bspn.live.